Hey, Matt.
What's up, Kyle?
So, dude, I got all kinds of guns, but I don't have a 1911, but I gotta have one because it's the epitome of U.S. military.
I agree.
But I want a budget, so help me out.
Broke boy energy. Okay, but so you're looking for like a classic single stack.
Yeah.
All right, and like 45 ACP.
Or 10 millimeter.
Oh, okay. Under $800?
That's what I'm talking about.
I've got the perfect list for you, man. Let's talk about the top 5 budget 1911 handguns. Hey everybody, welcome back to Classic Firearms. I'm Matt, with me today,
Kaya.
And today we're going to talk about our top 5 budget-friendly 1911 handguns. The 1911 is a super popular platform in the handgun market, and yeah, you know who did it? It was made in 1906, but
They started
adopted
developing it.
1911.
But do you know who made it?
Yeah, John Moses Brown.
Oh.
He's like gun
Interesting.
Jesus. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, so very classic single action, crisp trigger pull, single stack magazine, won 2 world wars. I mean, that's,
Two World Wars,
yeah.
exactly. And to this day, like, guys, 1911, to this day, companies are making them. More companies are popping out, and they're just making different variations. Like, we're obviously gonna be talking about budget versions here, top 5 budget versions here, but you can just be spending thousands of dollars, depending on who you're going with, how custom they are. Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, that's what we want to get into. If you're not looking to get that custom 1911 for $3,000 just yet, what are your options out there? So let's hit it.
Yeah, let's
Top
do it.
5.
Number 5, right?
All right, so number 5, I've got a little bit of an oddball because I wanted to have a 10 millimeter somewhere on the list, but in a list of 1911s, I thought it was fair to kind of put it first,
number 5,
number
yeah.
5, right? So the number 5 gun I'm going to recommend is the MC1911S from Girsan, specifically the Influencer Commander. So this is the 4.4-inch barrel, kind of slightly smaller version in 10 millimeter. And I really enjoy the fact that there's a lot of features on the Influencer model. So it comes pre-cut for your optics on the slide. It's got ambidextrous safety. It's got an accessory rail, and it's in 10 millimeter. So if you're looking for something in a little bit stronger caliber than the 45 that we typically expect, you know, which is popular in the 1911. It's when you say 1911, people think it's 45.
I think it is. That's what I think. If you talk about 1911, I know 9mm is king nowadays when it comes to ammunition, pistol ammunition. 45, dude, without a doubt.
But the platform is actually a little bit more versatile. There are different calibers available from 38 Super 9mm,
22.
So anyway, I definitely wanted to put a 10 millimeter on the list, and that's why it's my number 5.
What's the price on that?
So it runs around an MSRP of $700.
So $700, a 1911 that's in 10 millimeter. Great price, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, number 4.
Number 4, we're gonna go with the Tisas 1911 Government. So this is basically a clone of the 1911 A1 as originally issued by the US government. And it's just your no frills option. It's also the least expensive on the list.
Under $300.
Under $300,
Yeah.
which makes it a phenomenal value when you look at the fact that if you are looking to get a 1911, again, 45 ACP, single stack, you got
Direct
grip
copy.
safety, just basically a direct clone of a 1911 A1 Government.
And you know, the Tisas, those guys, when it comes to metal guns, 1911s, 2011s, which is double stacked 1911s, they, for the price, they're pretty much one of the best out there. They really do provide an incredible value, awesome product, very reliable. I know the engineering team over there, very good people. Their materials are very good. They get their steel from over Italy. They don't have any MIM parts. Okay, metal injection mold, none of that stuff. Everything is milled. Again, high quality steel. So their stuff is solid, and the prices that they offer, I mean, it's great. I mean, under $300, we're talking about that guy right there.
Right. I mean, so you got the cool checkered wood grips, the original kind of parkerized style finish. I mean, again, if you're looking for something in the historic sense, first off, this might be number 1 because the rest of these are more modern looking. If you're looking for a historic looking firearm, this might be number 1.
And for that price.
And for the price, it's a phenomenal value. So anyway, guys, that is why we had to pick the 1911 Government as our number 4.
All right, let's move over to our number 3.
All right, guys, so number 3, we've got the Ruger SR 1911. Now, first off, I do want to let you know, there are a lot of options for the SR 1911. And the model number, I don't think really gets across to people like, which gun I'm going for. But just keep in mind that if you're looking at $1,000 model, it's not that one. If you're looking at the $900 model, it's not that one. If you're looking for the about $600 model, that's what I'm talking about. And they are out there. Now, they are kind of plain, no frills pistols. So you're not looking at all of the cool add-ons that you get with the higher price tag, but it does have an aluminum alloy frame with a stainless steel slide. It's got a skeletonized trigger. It does have some more modern components, and it has this beautiful satin finish. So again, it does look like a much more modern take on a 1911, but for the price tag, again, if you're looking for this as something that you might want to carry, that aluminum frame is going to be a lot less
It's going to be lighter, obviously. Yeah,
than the full steel frame of some of these other pistols.
What are the calibers?
So, we're specifically talking about the SR 1911 in 45 ECP.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't remember if it comes in other calibers.
Yeah, honestly, that's all that matters anyways. 45 caliber right there. So $600, you're good to go. So it's a great, Ruger is a fantastic
and the thing
company
I love about Ruger is, again, Turkish-made pistols have transformed their reputation. It used to be that people kind of look down at. As you can tell by the first two pistols on our list being Turkish-made.
I can speak on Tisas, and I trust
I'm just saying, But one of the things I do think it matters for a lot of our consumers is that Ruger is an American company, and they make pistols in America.
And it matters to a lot of people.
And it matters to people. Yeah. So, we definitely want to recognize that fact with the Ruger SR 1911. But again, fantastic pistol, awesome price point. Still kind of a no frills. We're still in that kind of no frills 1911 area, but yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a great price for a Ruger product. So that being said, number 2.
All right, guys, so for the number 2 on our list, we're gonna go with something from Springfield, which is the Garrison. Now, the Garrison is not what I'm actually holding in my hand. What I'm holding is the Operator, which we have featured in videos multiple times before, and we've really enjoyed shooting here on the channel. The Garrison, if you wanna think about it like this, the Garrison is kind of like the more budget version of the Operator. So the Garrison
is a little up there,
yeah. It's a little bit higher than what we wanted for a budget video, right? Now, the Operator, is it $3,000? It's not, right? So typically, market on this runs around $1,000. Yeah. But for the Garrison, we're looking back down in that $700 to $750 price range. And again, so these are kind of like very similar pistols, just the Operator has a little bit less features. So while this has a couple modern features you would expect, like the accessory rail and skeletonized hammer and stuff like that, the Garrison has a much more classic line. It is an all steel construction. It's got a beautiful blued finish on it, and it's made from Springfield, who again, Springfield has a name that has been in the 1911 market and U.S. arms market for a very, very long time.
I owned my first 1911 was a 1911 A1, I think, just from Springfield, and I used that to compete among our friends and stuff. Loved it, and great price point. I bought it over 10 years ago, like $800. So it was fantastic. I personally own a TRP from Springfield. That's a different level.
You heard him, guys. The Springfield Garrison competition ready, according to
for me. Listen, it was a 1911. I needed a 1911 good trigger, that hammer fire, single action, and it worked real well for me. My other gun was an M&P 40. So which one am I? And that was a 9mm, by the way, that I got from Springfield. So which one am I going to compete with? So of course, the 1911.
So typically, right after our number 2, we go into a honorable mention.
What is that going to be?
I think that for our honorable mention, it's not quite a 1911. But something that captures the feel of the micro 1911 market, they kind of like very compact, carryable, is the Smith & Wesson CSX. And it's very much intentionally designed to have the ergonomics of a 1911 and a little bit of the aesthetic of the 1911, even though it's not truly mechanically.
It looks like an M&P.
Well, there are elements of both in there, kind of, and mechanically it works more like an M&P.
Okay.
But they did intentionally replicate trying to get the ergonomics and controls of a 1911. And one of the things that's great about it is it's just so small and so carryable, even though it doesn't sacrifice like the capacity, right? I mean, you're looking at a standard capacity of like 15+1, and there are larger capacity magazines available for it. So yeah, I think for my,
it's an interesting honorable mention.
My honorable mention, I think I'm gonna go with the CSX.
All right.
Any thoughts?
Just interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming, let's just say, on a 1911 list. But hey, check it out, guys. See how it is.
Sometimes I like to look dangerous.
You definitely do. Let's move over to number 1. Number one?
Number one.
Yeah.
So
and this is Matt's list, guys. I did not pick this.
I did come up with the list. That's blame me down in the comments if you disagree. It's fine. If you agree with me, tell me what parts you thought I did really well on. But
all of it.
So the number one pick I have for budget 1911s for people who are getting into this is the Tisas Raider. So this is not the Tisas Raider. Again, I did not have a Tisas Raider, unfortunately. What I have here is a Night Stalker, but it is going to help me illustrate a couple features of the Raider. So the Raider is based off the Marine Corps' M45A1, which is the last military issue 1911 in U.S. service. And one of the things that's really cool about it is the number of features that are on here, right? So like the Night Stalker, it's going to have the frame-mounted accessory rail. It has the adjustable 3-dot Novak style sights. It has G10 style grips, so it's got kind of checkered.
It's FDE,
G10
right?
grips. It is in FDE or kind of a brown.
Okay.
You know, they have
Coyote
like a
brown,
coyote
maybe?
brown. So very much reminiscent of kind of military, camouflage patterns and stuff. Again, you've got an 8-round magazine, which I believe this is the first pistol we've covered on our list that has an 8-round instead of a 7-round magazine.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal upgraded, modernized version of the 1911, but the price point still keeps you under $750.
This is insane, guys. Like, it really is insane that Tisas is able to make these guns so high quality. People just love, no issues. Like, if you really look at on the internet, check out, like, everybody loves them. There's no issues, and at those prices, and it is not Tisas.
Oh yeah, the real T is that it's Tisas. That's
exactly.
right.
Tisas, not the ISAS. Tisas. But yeah,
So it's not
fantastic.
ISIS. Yeah.
It's definitely not ISIS.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there's other variants of that?
Yeah, so I mean, like most pistols nowadays, there are variations. So when I was making this, I was specifically looking at kind of the standard version of the Raider. There is a extended barrel threaded version, like tactical combat variant, right? But again, I tell you, in effect, I believe the base model also does not come pre-cut for the optic, but you can get variations that are like that. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, like when I was making this list and I came across the Raider, I felt it checked so many boxes, right? Because it kept it under the price point for a budget intro list. And it has all of the features that you're really looking for a more modern take on the pistol. It's got the extended capacity magazines with the 8 rounds instead of 7. It's got, the accessory rail in case you actually want to put something on your pistol. It's got the more modern 3-dot sights. I mean, really.
And it has a story too.
Yeah, and it's connected to the last surviving kind of issued version of the 1911 in the U.S. Marine Corps. It looks so completely badass.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and it's so popular you can't keep those things off on shelves.
That's right.
They're all gone pretty much all the time.
So I guess going back, again, I want to hit on the fact that if you're looking for a historic-looking piece, something that brings you back to like World War II or World War, the 1911 government from Tisas, just perfect. And if you're looking for something more modern, this would be my number one pick. Having said that, there are plenty of options available by a number of really quality manufacturers. Again, we went over Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Ruger. There's a lot of really good options out there. If you're used to shooting all these modern polymer framed striker fired pistols and that's what you're into, that's fantastic. But really, I think it behooves you to go out and try something new. Grab a metal framed pistol, grab a hammer fired pistol, and specifically single action hammer fired pistols, and you will be amazed at how different
it feels. Completely different.
Feels.
Definitely give it a try. If you're, I'm a polymer frame striker fire guy. I've always been that way. But once you grab a 1911, just a different feel. Like, forget the nostalgia and everything. It's just a different feel gun. And you know what? I found myself, I was shooting better with it. So there's that, but great list, man. Absolutely fantastic list. We're talking about budget stuff. Obviously, if we remove the budget or just increase the price point over $1,000, this list could have been obviously a little bit different. But for keeping it like under $800, $750, we believe this is pretty much the best we can come up with at this point.
Yeah, so again, get down in the comment section. Let me know where you agree with me, where you disagree with me. What kind of list do you think we should make next? Like, recently we've gone over hunting rifles, we've gone over 1911s. Yeah. Again, is there a different type of firearm that you're looking into and you're like, hey, what's a good budget or intro list to look at for this style of firearm? Let us know down in the comment section.
Absolutely, guys, do that. And also check out, obviously, we do a lot of contests, so you guys know what we're talking about. Check that out. And as always, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your business.
God bless.
We'll see you on the next one.